shooting this video live from the Lincoln Memorial. Got my boy Abe behind me there. And this whole trip so far, I've been seeing all these people running, so many people running, doing this National Mall on the dirt path, Monument Run. And I've been telling Chelsea, man, that looks like a really awesome run. That looks super fun. What better scenery than that? And kept saying it. And I was finally told myself, you know what, forget it, I'm doing it. I got up this last morning of our trip. We leave about 5 hours. Of course it's raining, just to truly test me. But I got up and I did it, not finishing, I got about 2 miles left, but finishing this half here on the steps at the Lincoln Memorial with the Washington Monument right in front of me. And I was right. It's an awesome run. What I was thinking about talking about today, something that's been on my mind during this trip, is what changes about your mindset when you go on vacation and don't have a job. And there is some really sad aspects, but some really incredible aspects too. And I wanted to talk about both of them because I have felt both on this quick little getaway to DC with the family. First being, it's a little awkward to vacation on a budget. And I know I preach not just financial independence, but I guess financial intelligence and budgeting and saving. And so even if, we were making tons of money, we still would have made sure to do all the free things, which is why we, chose DC in the first place, because almost everything here is free for the whole family. But I have two distinct memories of money and vacation that have been sticking out a lot, and so feelings that have come up since being here. The first memory to talk about, just to sort of contrast what I'm feeling, was I remember it was November of 2023. I had my good job and we took my parents to a week at the Animal Kingdom Lodge in Disney, and we did the whole Disney experience, 4 parks in 4 days, and it was awesome because I'm not gonna beat around the bush. Going on vacation when you have a lot of money is really fun. It just is. So we went, but the exact moment I'm thinking about is when we went out to eat, and we went to the buffet they have there in the Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's super nice. I mean, I say buffet, but it's insane. Like 5 different kinds of steak. There's seafood everywhere, so it's a lot. And it was my family of 4 plus my parents, and I wanted to treat my parents and just pay for everybody, pay for the whole meal, as a sort of thank you for everything they had done. And obviously that bill didn't pay for everything my parents have done over the years, but it's just sort of your son, you did good, your son made it. And that was my way to kind of show it to them, and they were very grateful. It was very sweet, and the moment came and went. Fast forward to March of 24, so this is just 5 months later. We are in Helen, Georgia, and I just lost my job less than 2 months before, and we were at a gift shop, and I saw this really cool sweater. It was really simple, but it was like a forest green sweater that just said Wander in really plain font. I'm sure it's like a known brand, but I'd never seen it before, and I saw it in that shop and I wanted it. I thought it was really cool, but it was about $80. And again, 5 months before, there was course, they're doing a photo shoot behind me. Awesome. Let's see if we can get out of that light. Had to move a little bit because, of course, they're doing a photo shoot at 7 a.m. on the Lincoln Memorial. The sweater. Again, $80. Again, 5 months ago, nothing. Hey, I'm on vacation. I see a thing I want. It'll remind me of this trip. Okay, I'm gonna buy it. And I tried it on, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it when I didn't have a job. It seemed so irresponsible, seemed to go against everything Chelsea and I had trained ourselves to do when it came to money, and I put it back. And I remember, putting it back on the hanger and putting it back on the rack and telling Chelsea and the kids, like, Daddy needs a second. And I went out to our car and broke down. I don't know what it was. It seems silly to say, but he's crying over an $80 sweater, but that sweater represented something more in that moment. And it was really hard, and yeah, just a sad moment. And now we're on this trip again. I don't have a job, and again we chose DC because we wanted to get away for spring break. We wanted to get somewhere cooler than Florida, and because all the Smithsonians are free, the zoo here is free, there's cheap public transportation. It just, from a budget-friendly standpoint for a family, hands down recommend Washington, D.C. Pack your lunch before you go anywhere because food is impossible. DC is miles and miles of beautiful buildings and maybe a Subway and a McDonald's every 3 or 4 blocks, and that's it. Food is so hard to come by. But DC, incredible. Incredible. Hands down recommend it. Think back to the time at the Animal Kingdom Lodge where I drop all this money and it's awesome, and I mentioned to Chelsea, hey, I'm thinking of doing this, and she's, yeah, I get that. She was a little taken aback, but sure, go for it. Fast forward to 2 days ago, we go to the Air and Space Museum, and there's a planetarium there, and I want to take the kids to see it. But, the Air and Space Museum is free, but the planetarium costs money. And it costs $36. $36 for all 4 of us to get a show. And me and Chelsea had a probably 5-minute discussion on whether it was worth it to spend this extra money and go see this show. And that was just another sort of rocking my world sort of moment. We ended up doing it, and it was awesome. Kids loved it, but it is, again, just one of those things that I don't think people talk about or think about when you lose your job and you had a vacation planned that you were really excited about, and what you're able to do on that vacation, the food you're able to eat, those things change. And I don't regret it. I don't wish I would have spent more money on this trip by any means, because I don't think that's smart, and we're planning for the future always. But it has been eye-opening. And now on the flip side, what is really incredible about going on vacation when you don't have a job is that you're allowed to actually be on vacation. Truly be on vacation and be fully present. And you're not going to get the Teams message or the text or the phone call that starts with, I know you're on PTO, but blah, 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 blah. Or waking up to a text from my team that the roof is leaking all over the product for the 5th time this month. And I'm the only person with the contacts in my phone to get this figured out. So that is a huge plus. And that makes me want to, as much as I'm talking about how difficult it is to sort of travel on a budget and be frugal while on vacation and be smart with what you purchase and the food you eat, it's so freeing. It's so freeing. The freedom you feel actually being away from your house. No one is going to contact you that is not a loved one. It is incredibly freeing and something I want to continue to do with the kids and with Chelsea while I'm in this period of seeing what's next. And I want to shoot more videos like this. I want to shoot more videos on location. Yeah, the minute we get home, I know I'm going to start looking at our next vacation because I don't know how long this time is going to last, and I want to take advantage of it.